Hey everybody, welcome back to the Royal Read. I am so glad you decided to stop by and see what I am reading on today. But before we get started, you know what I'm going to say. Go right down here, go in your settings, find your subscribe button, and go ahead on and subscribe. And while you're in there, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload or just when I decide to pop in, and give me a thumbs up. Fight my nemesis, you know what it is that unrelenting beast of an algorithm. I really, really would appreciate it. And also, we have our join button. That's our channel membership button. And if you choose to support this channel through a channel member and become a part of the reading club, you're going to help this channel to grow, to improve, and just to continue. And I would be so, so grateful for it. All right. With all that out the way, let's get to the read. When I was putting the read together today, of course, I was in these streets early, hitting these internet streets to see what the word was today. And pretty much the word today is the same as it was yesterday. It is still buzzing about that article from the Daily Fail that I did a podcast on yesterday. I went over to Instagram. I went over to X, formerly known as Twitter. I was all in those streets. And really, it's not like really, really bad. It's just that people are pretty much talking about it and calling it what it is, nonsense. It's not a whole lot of, throwing of hands or anything like that. It is just people just pushing back on the nonsense. And I even went over there to the belly of the beast, over there to GB News, and boy, do they have some nonsense going on over there. But we're going to talk about that a little later. But I did find an article that we're going to do the read on, and I find it so interesting that, you know, they have just let the facade drop. They are just telling it the way it is. They are letting their feelings show. And when we get into this article, you'll know exactly what I am talking about. But first, I want to talk about a couple of tweets that I saw over on X. And one of them is pretty much the reason why I started this channel. And every now and then I see in my comments where people will say, why do we have to talk about this? It's just, it's nonsense. It's all nonsense. We shouldn't ignore it. But I think this person who made this comment, who posted this comment, pretty much puts it in a nutshell for me. The reason I am here. Because I used to be a person who would just listen, kind of stood back, never thought about, doing a channel about the royal family or Harry and Meghan, even though I was really great fans of Harry and Meghan. But when I saw what was happening to them, and when I started understanding what the smear campaign was all about, and when I saw Tina and Michelle talk about it, I really, really started to follow things and how they push back on the nonsense and how important that was. Because if Tina and Michelle had never started to push back, it would be no Sussex Squad, and Harry and Meghan could have possibly been destroyed by now. I'm just saying. And so this tweet kind of brings it home for me. And anytime you get in my comments and you decide to say, why don't we just leave it alone, just don't talk about the nonsense. The Daily Fail is going to be the Daily Fail. There's no use in talking about it. Think about this tweet. Think about this tweet. It says, Why do some squatties share links to articles debunking the press's lies? Simple, because the truth needs to be just as loud as the lies. And there you go. If you allow them to have free reign on all the lies that they tell about this one couple, then that is all people are going to hear. And that's all that they're going to believe. That is why I have said from the beginning, and I have said that is the reason why I started this channel, was about the pushback. We have to push back. That's why Tina and Michelle started the Sussex Squad, was to push back because they couldn't take it anymore. Watching and seeing this in real time, what these people were doing without any resistance. So this channel here is going to be a channel that is going to talk about what the Daily Fail said and what Angela Levin said and what Nana is up to with her wigs and what color they are, and the flying monkeys and the minions and the toadies and the hags and the potato heads. We're gonna talk about all of it on this channel. And this is why it's important, because the truth needs to be just as loud as the lies. And this one particular post said, let people do what they want. Nobody thought anything was real. We're simply smearing it in the face of the derangers. Well, smearing it in the deranger's face because it's fun, and leave us be. And I agree. I definitely agree about the part where the truth has to be just as loud as the lies. Because if it's not, the lies will be accepted as the truth. So, because of this, we shall continue. Because as if they don't stop, we won't stop. All right. Speaking of that, I went over to the belly of the beast, and the number one troll, the number one thumbhead over there, showed up today. She was there bright and early with her pack of lies that she had made up the night before. And she was on the panel talking about how Meghan would never come back because she wants Kate's job. And here is the quote, well, the post that GB News put up. It says Meghan Markle would only return to the UK with Harry if she can have Kate's job. Duchess very jealous of Princess. And you know what my first response was to that? It was to run, not walk, to the comments. Because I knew it was going to be some towheads in there. It was going to be some toadies, the minions, the flying monkeys, all them. And the hags, of course, they going to show up. But I knew some squatties were going to show up with some good ones. And a lot of times these are not squatties. They are just regular people who see what is going on here. That all of this is nonsense. And that is important why we have to show up. We have to be just as loud as the lies. And I plan on doing that. And so I ran to the comments. I almost tripped over my dog running to the comments. And I found this response. It said, What? Doing nothing? I guess Megan is jealous of Kate and she wants her job doing nothing. This is the person said, what? Doing nothing? And faking illness? Now, I've been trying to be good, but when I saw this, I turned into Dr. Evil. And I said to myself, so we're not the only one to see this nonsense where you get cancer, you lose not a hair on your head, and you age backwards. Hmm, I'm just saying. Moving on to the next one. This one says, as for Kate, what is her job? Yearly appearance at Wimbledon and trooping? GTFOH. That's pretty much it. Because Kate and William figured out if they pulled the cancer card, it will get the stench of racism off of her, and it also will free them to do what they always wanted to do, and that is nothing. Absolutely nothing. All right, under it, it says, always remember, rumors are carried by haters, spread by fools, and accepted by idiots. Where is the lie? I'm looking. Where is the lie? Because that right there is nothing but 100% the truth. Let's go on. And the last one that I chose was just so chef kiss and simple. It said, Kate has a job? Angela Levin is a troll, and she speaks to the other trolls, and we all know what they are. Everybody know that Meghan do not want to be Kate, to be trapped, to be voiceless, to be uh, a dependent to the point where Kate cannot leave William. Her family is broke. They have no money. Where's she gonna go? And Meghan do not want to be like Kate. Because if she was like Kate, then she would have had to trap William, to stalk him, to go to a school to make sure she was there in her little skimpy outfit. Meghan didn't do any of that. Meghan just was her authentic self. And Harry fell in love with her. Meghan do not want to be Kate. Meghan do not want to be mute. Meghan wants to be who she is, the extraordinary person that she is, on the world stage, speaking fluent Spanish. And I rest my case. All right, moving on. I found this article over on the Standard, and it pretty much, I put it to you this way. They have dropped all the coyness about wanting Harry back. They have stopped pretending like, ah, if he comes back, it's okay. They have just come out and let me read this tweet. I'm going to read this tweet from favorite, one of my favorite people who post. And she said something. Can I find it? I hope I can. But basically, what she is saying that have you noticed that um, it has been a change? A change has happened. And it said, put the tweet right up here. It says, anyone else notice the steady uptick in headlines telling William to try and get Harry back? I have. And they have stopped being subtle about it. I found this article, and I don't think it can be any plainer. They just say it out loud. They're not sugarcoating it at all. Like I said, this was in the Daily Standard. I think that's the name of it. It's the Standard. And this person, her name is Maddie Musin, and she wrote this article, and she do not hold back on her feelings about how she wants Harry to return. They used to hint at it. They used to be coy about it. They used to say, well, he's going to come back with his tail between his legs. They have gotten to the point now, we need for him to come back now. We need him to come on back home. We just saying it out loud. We are done with pretending. Here it is. Okay, it goes like this. It says, like I said, I found it in the Standard. It says, Britain should welcome Prince Harry back. He's the only fun royal left. How plain can you get than that? She is not holding back. Let's go on. It says, if rumors are to be believed, the Duke of Sussex may be up for returning to the UK. Let him make like Oasis, which I think is a Irish band made up of two brothers, identical twins, and they are always falling out with each other. They have gotten back together, so I think that's what she's referring to. Correct me in the comments, UK Squatties, if I have that wrong. It says, and Bill Bridges, says Maddie Musin. Raw chatter has been swirling this weekend over the potential plot to reinstate Prince Harry back into the royal family. The Duke of Sussex has allegedly parted ways with his American PR advisor and begun consulting with old friends back in the UK in what sources say are the first steps towards rehabilitating his image and bringing him back into the royal fold. Y'all know how I feel about that term, rehabilitating. Harry has done nothing to be rehabilitated for, and they need to stop it. We're not, all the gaslighting should stop. Even her, she's trying to gaslight us. But anyway, let's go on. And I, for one, am desperately, you hear the verbiage? Desperately. And for one, I am desperately hoping it's true. No pretending anymore. None. We're going to have this on Front Street that we want Harry back. We're going to put it in the paper, William. Let's go on. It said, if we think of the royal family like a TV series, a little uncaring of me, I know. But I imagine that they have equally distant views of us commoners. Then we haven't had a good story arc in about 2 years. So they saying it hadn't been good in 2 years. All the best characters have left to pursue their solo careers, and all the plot points are either desperately sad or woefully boring. Wonder who they talking about. They keep trying to distract us with shiny new coins and banknotes and sassy side characters. Yes, Prince Louis, he's great, but we only see him every few, every 3 months, and he's literally a child. We're not buying it. People are switching over, meaning people who used to support the royal family is changing. They're switching over. The viewership is dwindling. And we all saw the trooping. We saw that. It was hardly no people there. And when they came out on that balcony, it was written all over their face. Things had changed since Elizabeth II had passed away. When she stood on that balcony, it was elbow to elbow people. She had the support. But when Charles and Camilla and William and Kate stood on there, things had changed. And Kate even came back from cancer and stood on there. People still didn't show up. The viewership is dwindling. Let's go on. She said straight on, I miss Harry. He was fun. He loved the ish. He had an actual human empathy. Saying that those people who stand on that balcony now have no human empathy because they're not human. And I have to agree. Anybody who treats their son and his wife and small infant baby like Charles and William did, they have no human empathy. They were on that island just with no resources, and he took away their security. They were helpless. And without the assistance of an American to come to their rescue, Tyler Perry, there's no telling what would have happened to them. But they had no human empathy. Charles stopped taking Harry's phone calls. No human empathy. Tell me so far, I don't see any lies being told here. And she is being truthful about her feelings when it comes to Harry. She wants him back. Let's go on. He still he still wore these silly bead surfer necklace, even though they went out of style, went out of fashion 20 years ago. His wedding looked like the only one you would actually go to and have a good time. Get a bit, mm, give Elton John a smooch on the on the cheek, and then jump into the lake at Frogmore Cottage. In the grand scheme of the royal family, in the royal scheme of the royal family's problematic behavior, tops trumps. He's definitely one of the better cards in the deck. Speaking plainly, Prince Harry is a necessary character revival we all need to carry on watching. Saying that if Harry don't show up, he is needed for this family to survive. That's what she's saying. And speaking emotionally, his rehabilitation within the firm could also bring some much needed joy back to the currently quite depressed and desperate family. Whew, those are some cutting words. Let's go on. She said, I am not even a royalist. I have no need for this family, But if they are going to stick around, they should at least be interesting. Well, wow. That's all I can say. Wow. Tell me you are really, really in trouble. I'm telling you, the royal family is in trouble. People are switching stations, as she said. Let's say, according to the Daily Mail, the alleged plan being cooked up by the Duke of Sussex PR advisor is called Bring Harry Back from the Cold, a code name I can already get behind. The rumors are based around Harry's PR movements across the pond and blah, 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 blah. She kind of go into that. Um, and it says the American PR firm and sought advice from people. He ditched his American PR firm and sought the advice of people from his old life instead, who may be able to get him back into the family's good book. We are she's telling a lot of truth, but you can tell she has been gaslit by this nonsense of somehow Harry needs to make amends to family who absolutely did him wrong. I have never saw such upside down nonsense in my life. Okay, you treat me any kind of way. You abuse me, you lie on me, you feed me to the British media, you make my wife to so unstable from all of the abuse that she want to unalive herself, but somehow I need to apologize to you. That is so twisted. That is so twisted. I can't even get my head around it. But let's go on. And it said, she said, getting tired of Americans, you say? That's British enough for me. Let him back in. They be having some xenophobia over there, don't they? I don't think all British people are xenophobic, but it is a lot of it over there. Why y'all don't be liking us? I don't know. Y'all need to put that in the comments. Why? I have no idea, but we find it funny. We really do. We find it funny. Okay, but we didn't find it funny when they was treating Megan the way she was treated. Now we didn't find that funny at all. But it's always been that rub when it comes to the British and American because we used to be a colony that we threw your tea all into Boston Harbor and got rid of y'all. So I understand the rub. We get it. We get it. But when one of us marry into your family, y'all need to act better because we come for your neck when you don't do right. But anyway, I digress. Let's go on. It says, look, it's only fair considering Cool Britannia is coming back anyway. We've got a fresh Labour government, a fit football team. Victoria and David Beckham are as relevant as they were in the 2000s. I don't know if I agree with that, but oh, okay. The Sugar Babes are back. I have no idea who they are. Tell me in the comments, British squatties, because I have no idea who they are. It seems fitting that Harry should be here among his pop culture comrades, grinning his cheeky smile, doing Lady Di's good work, and making us Brits all look a bit more fun. There it is. Harry is the one with the shine, and they know it. Let's go on. Hell, we've even got Oasis back together, and if those brothers can reunite, Harry and William sure can. In fact, in lieu of these equally contemptuous brothers gaining a sister, which undoubtedly would have put a stop to both of these Cain and Abel's quests. fuse in the first place because sisters get done. I don't know what she means about that. I don't know how did Oasis gain a sister? I'm a little out of the loop. I do know that they are a group with two brothers. I think they're identical twins, and they do nothing but fight with one another. And they have recently come back together, and evidently the UK is really, really excited about it. But basically, what they're saying is what that squatty said over on X. They are more and more they're telling William he needs to get his together and get Harry back. But I really feel that these people don't understand who William is. William is not a nice guy, and he really, really don't like to see his brother succeed. The only way William could ever be happy with Harry is Harry on his knees. And Harry don't bend the knee anymore. Harry stands tall. Look how Harry decided that he was going to come to New York. William going to announce a month ago that he was coming to New York, trying to claim the US. Basically, that's what he wanted to do. And he wanted Harry to show deference and not come to the UN during UN week, climate week. And Harry showed him no deference. Harry released a statement with all his accolades in it, saying, I come for business. I'm not going to allow you and who you think you are to make me change my plans one iota. And so, because of this, William cannot he cannot see himself doing that. He cannot make peace with Harry because Harry is not the scapegoat anymore. Harry is not going to be happy being thrown under the bus anymore. Harry is not going to be happy being fed to the wolves anymore. Harry is not going to be happy shining his light on William and Kate while they take all the praises. He's just not going to do that no more. Harry has left all that behind. Harry has a new life. He is not living in a shack anymore. He's living in a mansion. His shoes do not have holes in them. He has designer shoes and clothes that he has earned with his own, bought with his own money. He is not dependent on anybody and he owes no one anything, including that media over there who used to always say, well, he's on the taxpayer. As long as they on the taxpayers, though, we have a right. We have our right. Well, you don't no more. And Harry is not going to play the role that William wants him to play. And that is subservient to him. Because let's face it, Harry is the better man here. Harry's smarter. Harry has way more accolades. He's more well liked. He has a way with people. And you can see by this article that this woman is saying exactly that. Without Harry, that family is boring and desperate. And we need Harry back in order to show that it is a little fun in the royal family. That he would actually doing work. Did you hear him say doing Lady Diana's work? Them people don't work over there. But William, and I'll say this, and I'm gonna end it. William do not have the emotional intellect to bring Harry back. He does not have the ability to apologize. He do not have the ability or the self-awareness to know what he did to his brother was horrible. William is not mad because Harry left. Well, yeah, he is mad because Harry left, but he is more angry because his plan to destroy them did not work. And he really tried to destroy them. And so he is having a hard time without his scapegoat. And that's all he wants Harry to be is his scapegoat. And Harry is not that person no more. So this is never, ever going to happen. I hate to say it, but it's not. Harry will never, ever go back over there because William wants him on his knees and Harry is not going to bend the knee. All right, y'all. See y'all next time. Bye. Oh, wait, one more thing before I say bye. I want to say happy birthday to Doria. Today is Mama Doria's birthday. What a wonderful woman she is. Meghan is so lucky to have a mother like her, one that sticks to her no matter what. Bye, y'all. Bye.